Welcome to the world of powerful wood splitters that tear through massive logs with absolute precision. This is where machines reign over the forest timber. Subscribe now to experience raw, satisfying power. Welcome to Tree Power Channel. Bell 6000, the fastest firewood processor in action at a sprawling wood yard. The Bell 6000 firewood processor, 2017, is in full operation, and it's a sight to behold. There's no hesitation, no wasted motion. This machine devours logs with industrial precision, churning out clean, uniform firewood pieces at lightning speed. The circular saw whirs with a high-pitched roar, slicing clean through the timber in one swift motion. Before the dust settles, a hydraulic ram pushes the log forward into the splitting wedge, where it's instantly divided into perfect pieces. Inside the operator's cabin, a man controls the machine with practiced ease. Each lever pull is calculated. Each movement flows into the next. The split firewood rides a conveyor belt down to the stacking area, forming meat piles as though arranged by hand. Bell 6000 isn't just powerful, it's relentless, fast, and breathtaking to watch. It's a mechanical storm slicing through timber, leaving a trail of precision and productivity in its wake. Multitech 2040 XP90. The orange beast roars, its long blade lowered like a steel sword slicing through solid timber. In the echoing hum of the worksite, the operator grips the lever, slow, deliberate. The long, gleaming saw blade descends like a battle-hardened sword. Every movement carries the weight of steel, the force of engineering, and the cold precision of machines. The log rests still on the tray, awaiting its fate. Then screech. The blade drops. A harsh tearing sound erupts. The automatic saw and splitter operates smoothly and precisely within the woodworking facility. Large logs are fed into the machine, where sharp blades swiftly slice them into smaller sections. Immediately after, the automatic splitting unit takes over, using powerful hydraulic pressure to push each log section against sharp steel wedges, splitting them into neat, evenly sized firewood pieces. Standing beside the machine, a man watches attentively. His hand rests on the control lever, gently pushing it forward to start or stop the splitting process, precisely managing the machine's operating rhythm. Each time the lever is engaged, the machine powers up, accelerating seamlessly and continuing its work with fluid efficiency. The roar of the engine and the crackling of splitting would blend into a distinctive industrial symphony, a perfect harmony between human control and mechanical precision in modern wood processing. Kirpan CV22 Pro and Lindner 14. Machines that still need a human hand. Massive logs are pulled steadily into the steel arms of the Kirpan CV22 Pro, powered by the reliable Lindner 14. Beneath the dusty light of the timber yard, each log is lifted upright like a pillar, waiting for the blade to do its work. From above, the cutting wedge lowers slowly, heavy, and deliberate. But this machine, despite its strength, doesn't work alone. A man stands beside it, like a father guiding his child, turning the log, adjusting the angle, steadying its weight. The machine may have power, but it needs guidance. The splitter groans softly, stalling briefly when it meets a knot of resistance. Still, the man stays close, correcting, encouraging. It's not just a display of power, it's a partnership where man and machine complete each other. One supplies force, the other supplies finesse. In every split, every adjustment, there's something deeply human, an old rhythm of labor where technology still listens to the hands that shaped it. Two-man wood splitting, precision in motion. At the heart of a busy lumber yard, a rotating shaft with splitter spins like clockwork. Two men, one on each side, stand ready. There's no talking, no shouting, only instinct, timing, and years of shared rhythm. On the left, one man places a thick log into the splitter's cradle. He steps back just as the steel blade lunges forward, slicing the log clean in half with a fierce crack. Wood fibers split like they're being torn by invisible hands. Even before the split wood hits the ground, the man on the right has stepped up. Another log slides into place. The rotating shaft pivots. The blade returns. Another violent, perfect split. And again, log after log. The machine hisses, snaps, and splits, powered by steel, guided by human precision. The rhythm is relentless, the teamwork flawless. In this choreographed dance of timber and iron, man and machine work as one, taming the forest's strength with every strike. Under the bright industrial yard sunlight, the Beaver Equipment 1,200mm firewood processor is operating with tremendous force. With its heavy-duty build and integrated cutting and splitting system, this machine is a true mechanical beast built to handle massive logs with speed and precision. Long logs are loaded onto the conveyor bed, where a firm gripping mechanism holds them in place and pushes them directly toward the massive 1,200mm circular saw blade. The blade spins at high speed, screaming through the wood, slicing each log. SplitX 450, 5T Yanmar, fiery red power with a sharp hydraulic arm. The SplitX 450, painted in striking red, stands like a warrior amidst the woodpile. Its powerful, agile hydraulic arm is equipped with a razor-sharp splitting blade, ready to deliver precise, decisive cuts. The operator smoothly maneuvers the arm, placing each log on a sturdy platform. The splitter blade swiftly descends, pressing forcefully into the rough trunk, the sound of cracking wood echoing through the air. Running quietly yet powerfully, the 5-ton hydraulic system combines strength and precision, transforming large, tough logs into neatly squared firewood pieces, ready for any use. On a ground covered in pristine white snow, the Dallin 2054 firewood processor works tirelessly. The circular saw spins like a giant axe, powerfully splitting large logs in half with precision. The halved logs are swiftly pushed onto the conveyor platform, where a worker arranges them neatly for the next stage. However, for logs that are too big and heavy, the operator must hold them back, breaking them down into smaller sections so the machine can handle them more easily. The splitter blade is sharp and forceful but cannot split multiple small pieces at once. Each piece is carefully formed to ensure quality and safety. At a small wood yard bathed in late afternoon sunlight, a homemade log splitter and wood brusher machine works diligently. Though rustic in appearance, the machine is solidly built and combines two functions: splitting logs and brushing wood surfaces using a rotating drum or bristle mechanism. With a firm pull on the control lever, the operator activates the entire system. The hydraulic push drives the log hard into the horizontal splitting blade, cracking the wood cleanly in half. The split pieces are then fed into the brushing unit, where bark, dust, and debris are quickly swept away, revealing clean, smooth wood. The air fills with a blend of engine hum, cracking wood, and the steady whirl of the brushing drum, a vivid scene of handmade machinery at work in a lively, practical lumber yard. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. The log splitter operates with a smooth and powerful rhythm. As logs are placed onto the pusher tray, the hydraulic system engages, generating strong pressure. The sharp steel wedge swiftly lowers, cutting decisively and precisely through the wood. The crisp cracking sound of splitting timber fills the air as the logs break into multiple, uniform pieces. After splitting, The smaller firewood sections are pushed out onto a conveyor or fall onto the ground, ready for transportation or further use. The cycle repeats rapidly and efficiently, creating a characteristic rhythm of professional wood processing. The Cord King wood processor, equipped with an 18-way box wedge, stands motionless in the yard, painted in a striking green, calm yet unmistakably powerful. It doesn't move much, nor does it need to. Its purpose is singular and clear: split wood, and it does that job with speed and surgical precision. Inside a sealed operator cabin, a man sits focused at the controls. His hands move the levers with the steady confidence of experience. Logs are fed into the cutting position, and with one clean sweep of the saw, a sharp sound echoes as steel slices through timber. The freshly cut section is immediately pushed into the 18-way box wedge, a block of steel blades arranged in a grid pattern. In a heartbeat, the log bursts into neat, uniform firewood pieces. As soon as the split is complete, the firewood is guided onto a conveyor belt, a dedicated outfeed system that transports the finished product away from the processor, ready for bundling, stacking, or shipping. The operation moves in a constant rhythm: cut, split, deliver, all in seamless succession, forming a self-contained production line in the heart of the outdoors. Cord King is more than a machine. It's a demonstration of controlled power, where modern engineering meets human precision to transform raw logs into usable firewood with remarkable efficiency. Simple, yet powerful. Compact, yet surprisingly effective. The gas-powered wood chipper comes to life in the open air, its engine roaring alongside the crisp crackle of splintering wood. No electricity needed. No tangled cords. Just fill the fuel tank, hold the starter, and the machine is ready for action. Dry branches, bulky wood scraps, tangled garden debris, all are fed into the hopper. Inside, high-speed rotating blades engage instantly. The wood is grabbed, shredded, and ejected through the discharge chute, a steady stream of sharp wood chips, flowing like a sawdust waterfall. In just minutes, a messy pile of branches is gone, replaced by a neat mound of mulch, ready to be used for compost, biofuel, or garden ground cover. Simple, portable, reliable. It's the ideal solution for farmers, gardeners, or anyone needing on-site wood processing. No power source required. No need for external help. One small machine, saving hours of manual labor. The gas-powered wood chipper, mobile strength for everyday wood management. The Multitech 2040 XP2 wood processor, one of the most advanced firewood machines available, is in full operation at the timber yard, delivering outstanding performance. Designed to handle logs with a diameter of 16 to 20 inches, this industrial giant features a powerful saw system paired with a 12-way wedge splitter, capable of reducing a single log into a dozen uniform firewood pieces in mere seconds. Logs are preloaded on the in-feed deck, resting in neat rows, ready for processing. One by one, each log is hydraulically advanced into cutting position. When aligned, the large circular saw drops with a decisive strike. A crisp, slicing sound rings out as the steel blade drives through the dense core of the wood. The freshly cut log section drops onto the chute below. Without hesitation, a hydraulic pusher moves in, sending the chunk directly into the splitter assembly. With immense force, the log is driven into the 12-way wedge, a radial array of sharpened steel blades that instantly cleaves the wood into multiple even pieces. The entire sequence, cut, drop, push, split, unfolds in a matter of seconds, repeated over and over in a fully automated cycle. The Multitech 2040 XP2 isn't just a machine, it's a compact, high-efficiency wood processing line, where mechanical force, precision engineering, and speed come together in seamless synchronization. The Cord King CS 27-40 log splitter operates within a professional wood processing environment, with the operator seated securely inside the cabin, comfortably monitoring and adjusting controls with precise levers. Each saw cut on the logs is executed decisively and accurately, the blade swiftly slicing through the timber. Immediately after, the splitter's powerful force presses on the logs, splitting them into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The small wood pieces are then fed onto a conveyor system, gently but continuously moving straight to a rotating drum at the end of the conveyor. This rotating drum removes any small wood debris, ensuring the final product is clean and uniform before being loaded onto trucks or storage areas. The entire process flows smoothly and rhythmically, showcasing the machine's power and precision, while maintaining high efficiency and operator safety. In a bustling work environment, the bright red firewood processor with a circular blade roars to life with impressive power. The steady hum of the engine fills the air as the gleaming steel circular saw spins rapidly, slicing through timber like a knife through soft bread. Logs are fed one by one onto the conveyor, gently carried toward the cutting blade. Upon contact, the high-speed rotating saw slices through each log cleanly and decisively, sending fine sawdust and tiny wood sparks flying into the sunlight. The freshly cut section is then pushed by a hydraulic ram into the splitter, where it's broken down into neat, uniform lines. The two-tier wood splitter stands silently at the edge of the log yard, rugged, raw, and undeniably powerful. There's no advanced automation here, no modern operator cab, just pure mechanical force, ready to break down any log that comes its way. A man steps forward, carrying a heavy log in both hands. He places it onto the steel push bed, then steps back and grips the manual control lever. With one decisive pull, a hydraulic ram, like a steel fist, shoots forward, slamming the log directly into the waiting splitting blade. In an instant, the log is torn apart, split cleanly into multiple pieces. The cracking of wood rings out sharply, while the fragments fall neatly within the machine's steel frame. No need for high-speed motors, just a single, forceful stroke. Brutal, precise, and effective. This two-level splitter, though simple in design, stands as a testament to raw mechanical strength where man and metal work in perfect sync, turning solid timber into firewood with sheer force. At an open timber yard bathed in early sunlight, golden rays cascade over stacks of logs piled high. A gentle breeze stirs the treetops, carrying with it the earthy scent of fresh wood and sawdust. In one corner of the yard, a woman methodically places each log in front of a crude yet powerful splitting blade. The splitter growls to life as the rotating shaft engages, driving forward with relentless force. In an instant, the sharpened steel slices cleanly through the log, sending two even halves tumbling to either side. Nearby, several others are hard at work. One operates a forklift moving timber, another stacks split wood into tidy rows, each action sinking into a steady rhythm of labor. Beneath the rough exterior of the machine lies a hidden thread, a moment of distraction, a careless brush of the hand, and the consequences could be severe. In this space, where mechanical strength meets human precision, each split marks not just the cutting of wood, but a delicate balance between power and caution. The Skeptic HL710 log splitter is compact yet powerful, ideal for small-scale or home firewood splitting. The machine features a sturdy steel frame in its signature orange color, equipped with an electric motor strong enough to push the sharp steel wedge swiftly into the wood. When a log is placed on the support bed, the hydraulic system activates, forcefully pushing the log against the splitting blade. The sharp steel wedge quickly descends, splitting the log into neat, evenly sized pieces. The process runs smoothly with minimal vibration, making it user-friendly even for non-professionals. Fine wood chips lightly scatter around, creating a calm and safe working environment. The operator easily controls the lever, precisely managing the splitting operation efficiently. Multitech FP2020, a blazing orange machine in the wild, splitting logs tirelessly beneath the open sky. Outdoors, surrounded by scattered timber, the bright orange Multitech FP2020 stands tall like a growling steel beast. All around it, freshly harvested forest stretches out, the scent of pine resin and sawdust drifting on the breeze. The operator stands nearby, hand gripping the hydraulic control lever. He pushes it forward. The saw blade, cold and sharp like a forged battlefield weapon, begins to lower slowly. A massive log rests on the sliding table, exposed under the sky. Then screech. The blade touches the wood, releasing a piercing shriek that echoes through the trees. The log is split cleanly in two, like cardboard under the screaming blade. Instantly, the cut section is fed into the splitting system. A heavy steel wedge comes crashing down, dividing the log into uniform pieces of firewood that fall onto the dusty ground, ready to be loaded onto a waiting truck. No roof overhead, no soundproof walls, just steel, wood, the operator, and the wild. The Multitech FP2020 works like a warrior in the forest, powerful, precise, and relentless. The bright orange Multitech firewood processor stands out vividly in the expansive wood yard. The machine operates smoothly, creating a lively industrial scene. Logs are placed on the feed deck, gently pushed forward by the conveyor belt toward the sharp, fast-spinning circular saw blade. As soon as the blade contacts the log, a crisp cutting sound rings out, quickly splitting the wood into smaller, manageable sections. Then, a powerful hydraulic ram pushes these sections forward to the splitting wedge, where uniform firewood pieces are neatly separated and drop onto the wood conveyor. The entire process runs continuously with steady, uninterrupted operation. The gleaming orange surface of the machine reflects light, highlighting Multitech's modern design and high efficiency. The WJ hydraulic log splitter is a compact yet powerful machine, driven by a modern electric motor that delivers smooth, consistent hydraulic force. Each log is positioned neatly into the splitting tray, awaiting the descent of a sharpened steel wedge from above. Once engaged, the splitting blade lowers decisively, pressing the entire log into the wedge. The crisp cracking sound of wood breaking fills the air as the log splits instantly into 2 or more pieces, depending on the wedge configuration. Then, the blade automatically rises, resetting for the next log. This repetitive cycle of lowering, splitting, and lifting continues rapidly and efficiently, handling the entire wood pile with speed and precision. Thanks to its reliable hydraulic system and durable electric motor, the WJ processes timber smoothly and effortlessly. Unlike louder gas-powered systems, WJ runs with a deep, the 60-ton log splitter, a colossal machine delivering crushing force far beyond typical equipment. Massive, heavy logs are positioned into the pressing chamber, bracing for the enormous pressure about to be unleashed. As the machine powers up, the giant hydraulic piston descends, exerting tens of tons of force. Slowly but irresistibly, though it snaps with thunderous cracks, breaking into pieces both large and small. The machine's power resembles a steel beast, pulverizing every obstacle in its path. With such immense pressure and capacity to handle gigantic logs, this splitter becomes the beating heart of any wood processing site, a force no human strength can match. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. 2 men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync, like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. In the heart of a cold winter landscape, the bright red Easton-made 48C firewood processor stands out against the pure white snow like a mechanical giant from another realm. Snow covers the yard, the wind bites through the air, but the machine works steadily, powerfully, unfazed by the cold. Massive logs are lifted by the feed deck, and the hydraulic ram forcefully pushes each log into the sharp central splitting wedge. With a clean, crushing motion, the thick log is shattered into neat firewood pieces, while wood chips and vapor rise from the cold timber like mist in the frozen air. The Easton-made 48C, built for the toughest, densest logs, performs flawlessly even in sub-zero temperatures. The operator, seated comfortably in the control cabin, moves the levers with precision, while the machine relentlessly cuts, splits, and delivers. The yard echoes with the hum of the engine and the crack of braking wood, a rhythmic winter symphony of power and precision. Posh Spaltfix K for 40, a firewood processor working under the sun, where steel meets light and power. Outdoors, beneath the warm morning sun, the Posh Spaltfix K for 40 stands at the center of a log yard, glowing in its signature green-orange colors. Around it, freshly cut logs line up in order, waiting. The machine stands firm, a mobile powerhouse designed to handle tons of timber each day. As the operator activates the system, the first log glides into the feed chute. The long chainsaw blade hums, a short screech, then slices clean through the wood with sharp, deliberate precision. The timber splits effortlessly, as if torn apart by a heated steel ribbon, the blade running smooth and steady. Instantly, the cut log shifts into the integrated splitting chamber. A rotating star-shaped wedge spins into action, dividing the log into equal parts like a steel wool slicing pie. The firewood drops cleanly into place, dust rising gently in the golden light. The two-tier log splitter. Type 2 features a unique dual-ended design, two splitting heads mounted on opposite ends of a single hydraulic pusher. On one end, a sturdy single split wedge divides logs cleanly in half, while the other end holds a multi-split wedge capable of breaking wood into multiple uniform firewood pieces. Both ends work in perfect synchronization via a powerful hydraulic system. As the machine powers up, a full log is positioned dead center, resting securely on the steel cradle. The hydraulic ram pushes forward, driving the log simultaneously into both ends. On one side, the sharp wedge slices the log cleanly in two. On the other, the opposing end presses the log into a multi-way splitter, breaking it into several smaller sticks, all in a single motion. Then, the ram retracts, pulling the remaining log section back to center, ready for another double-ended split in the next stroke. This clever design doubles productivity, maximizing each hydraulic cycle by delivering a split at both ends. It's a powerful, time-saving solution engineered for high-volume firewood production. The Petzolato TV900, a powerful, industrial-grade firewood processor, operates like a synchronized production line, combining strength with surgical precision. As the machine is lowered into working mode, it springs to life. Logs preloaded into the feed hopper are advanced one by one into the splitting section via an intelligent hydraulic pusher. Inside, razor-sharp splitting blades and a multi-way steel wedge system divide each log into uniform firewood pieces, cleanly and consistently. With every downward press, a series of perfectly even wood pieces emerge, no splintering, no irregularity, no waste. Once split, the firewood is carried out automatically via conveyor, moving directly to the rear collection area. The entire operation flows smoothly and efficiently like a well-tuned industrial line, a seamless blend of engineering, mechanical force, and optimized throughput.